Good afternoon, everyone. Let's wait for a couple of minutes to allow the attendees to join.
Thank you, sir. Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. Today's webinar is about Zoho Recruit. First of all, I would thank you so much for joining me in this webinar. We are going to take a deep view into one of the most powerful feature into a Zoho Recruit, that is blueprint, and see how it can simplify the hiring process. Yeah, now let's begin. Before we begin, uh, before we begin, here is a quick overview what we are going to cover in this webinar. Um, we are going to cover what is meant by Zoho Recruit, and next why and the benefits of Zoho Recruit, and a quick overview of the models which are present in Zoho Recruit, and what is meant by blueprint, then the steps to build a blueprint, and with the use case I will be presenting, and quick like tips and trips, best practices, and lastly we will have a quick recap and Q&A section. This webinar will run for an hour, so all sit back, take a note, and let's begin. Yeah, firstly, what is meant by Zoho Recruit? Before I explain what is Zoho Recruit, I will give a quick definition of Zoho. Zoho is a cloud-based application which consists of 50 plus products such as Zoho Desk, Projects, FSM, CRM, Click, and etc. Among them, Zoho Recruit is one. Zoho Recruit is a cloud-based ATS, that means applicant tracking system, that makes the HRs, professionals, recruiters, or staffing agency manage the end-to-end recruitment process, right from job opening to the hiring. This is what mean by Zoho Recruit. And moving forward, why and the benefits of Zoho Recruit. Recruiters may often have common challenges they might be facing. Some of them are candidate data are scattered, like the resumes will be stored in different and their data will be stored in different platforms. Uh, it will be jumbled here and there. And the next main the challenge faced by recruiters are interview steps may be skipped. They can skip the uh, screening, or they can skip the certain steps that are important. And the next is communication with the candidates are not happening on a time. Uh, the interviews are not scheduled on time. Maybe it is a main challenge. And last one is no visibility into where each candidate stands in a hiring pipeline. This is all the common challenges faced by the recruiters. These challenges are solved using Zoho Recruit. Zoho Recruit has 5 major benefits. Uh, First one is standardized database. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just a second, I will share my screen. Sorry, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, a quick overcap. This is our agenda. Like this is the overall topics we are going to cover. What is mean by Zoho Recruit, uh, advantage and benefits, why it is used, and the overview of the models, what is blueprint, and the steps to create a blueprint, and with a use case that is hiring process, and next is tips and best practices to maintain a good flow of the blueprint, and lastly we will have a recap and a Q&A section. This is what mean by Zoho Recruit. As I said before, it is a cloud-based ATS which manage from job right to job openings to hiring process. And this is where why organization uses Zoho Recruit and what are the benefits and major challenges faced by the recruiters as I explained before. Yeah. The benefits Zoho Recruit has major 5 benefits which can't be solved uh, which can't be solved. The first one is centralized database of the candidates and job openings. It means everything is one place. Like resumes can be stored inside the Zoho Recruit, even their datas, even the interviews can be scheduled, even the mails can be sent. And the next point is easy job posting to multiple platforms. It means with one click, you can publish your job openings or job to job boards, your career page, and LinkedIn. And the next point is automated workflow and communication. It means no need to manually send a reminder to the for an update. It can be done automatically using emails and notifications. And the next point is performance tracking. It means what it means. Recruiters and managers can see how quickly jobs are being filled and which source bring the best candidates. And the last point is improve candidate performance. Applicants receive timely updates, making the process transparent and professional. I would like to give a small real time example for this. Uh, if if I'm owning a company and I want few engineers or developers, like before I use a Zoho Recruit, I will be uh, I will be collecting the candidate CV in an inbox and setting up the interviews in a Outlook and keeping the notes in a Excel. This is where like uh, CVs will be stored different and interviews will be conducted differently and the data are stored differently, different platform. But using Zoho Recruit, all this will be consolidated into one streaming workflow. That is where Zoho Recruit works well. Before moving into a blueprint, let me overview the models of the Zoho Recruit. Yeah, this is an UI of the Zoho Recruit. And there are few models like this is a home page where there are they can analyze the performance metrics, and my actions are relate the jobs assigned to me or the task that has been assigned. This will be done here and job openings. is where the recruiters create and manage job openings. For example, if your company is hiring like as I said before, if my company is hiring a developer, I can go here and by clicking on a plus icon, I can create a new job opening, or I can also import it. As same candidate module. Candidate module is one of the mostly used areas. Every applicant details are stored here. You can also add candidates manually by entering a plus icon, or import from CV, that is CSV Excel sheet, and we can also upload the resumes, and this let the Zoho Recruit praise them automatically into a structured profiles. And the interview module. Interview module is a uh, interviews are scheduled and that are tracked. You can connect, like you can connect with the candidates and invite a panel members and capture the interview feedback in one place. And the email and communication model. Uh, this this module allows recruiters to send updates directly from the system whenever, whether it's an interview invite, rejection mail, or offer letter. You can send everything without leaving a Zoho Recruit. This platform. And the report and analytics module gives an insight into a metrics like time to hire, recruiter performance, and score effectiveness. This helps the decision makers understand where the bottlenecks are. And finally, the setup module. Uh, Setup module is it's a backend. It's a control center where admins configure users, permissions, workflows, resume handling, integrations part, compliance, automation to the streamlining the hiring process. Uh, I will give a quick overview of the backset, that is backend. Generally, it manages a company's interview, calendar, email, notifications, etc. And users and control. It handles the users, roles, permissions, and territories. Customization. We can customize our email templates, models, and we can the layouts we are working with. We can customize the home page, and translation is also done. And next one is resume management, where our resumes are managed. Like it can be praise, map, organize resumes automatically. And portal setup. Uh, it mainly handles with the clients and portal candidates. And career website builds a career site and application web forms. And hub job board hub, it posts a job, like job posting can be done and boost reach through the job boards. This is what mean by job boards. Job board hub. And automation, uh, uh, like automatically we can send an email. Those settings are set up here. And marketplace is a place where you can integrate the Zoho product or third party applications like Google, Zapier, Microsoft. And data administrations, where the datas are managed. And finally, the developer space. Developer space is like it handles APIs, that means application programming language. We can also customize functions using a Delio script, or we can add a variables, and there is a sandbox. It is a testing area. And telephony, that connects the calls, instant message without candidates. And compliance is it's like protecting our data, like protecting the candidates data. And Zia is now Zia is enriching feature. It can support various things. For example, chat box, AI assistant. This is the overview. Now let's see what the Zoho blueprint means. Zoho Blueprint is a visual work, workflow tool inside a Zoho Recruit, and yeah, it helps it helps you to manage and design, enforce, and extract the steps a candidate must go through in the hiring process. Why blueprint is important? You may have questions. Have an answer for that. Uh, Firstly, it ensures every recruiters follow the same process, so there is no inconsistency. And next is it prevents skipping the important steps, like forgetting to collect the screening notes before moving to another round in interview. And next point is it adds automations. For example, when moving a candidate from interview to an offer, it can automatically send an email to the hiring manager or assign a task to HR. In simple words, blueprint takes your hiring process and turns into a structured, rule driven flow. Moving to the next slide. Um, uh, it is a simple or general steps to build a blueprint. I will show I will show how to build it. Like we have to go to the setup. That means the backend. From there is a automation menu. In that, we have to click blueprint. If you click on a blueprint, you will see a UI that mentions a meaning of what the blueprint means in a one or two sentence, and it also says there is a star mark. If 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 any blueprint contains a star mark, it means it is a draft blueprint, not a published one. And there is a search bar where you can search your blueprint if there are many blueprints I've listed, I've created. Instead of searching, scrolling and searching, you can type the blueprint name and you will get it. In order to create a blueprint, there is a blue button called create blueprint. You have to click on this and you have to give general informations like the name of the blueprint. That is, for now, I will give a webinar class. And you have to choose for which model this blueprint is applied. For now, I will choose candidate. If once the model is chosen, based on this, we have to choose a field. For now, I will choose a candidate status. And we can also set up or define a criteria. For example, if if the candidate status is hired, this blueprint works on these conditions. If the candidate status is different, this blueprint won't be applied to that. For now, I will keep this as none. And here where you can had a descriptions like this blueprint is used for hiring process. Just a description about it and give a next. But okay, I will change the name. Hiring steps. If you click on next, a blueprint is created. Like this is how you have to create a blueprint. Um, there is few more steps. I will be explaining that, and we are all these are covered. States transactions. I will be showing that, and I will move with the next slide. That is before I start the use case. I would like to explain what is hiring process means. Hiring process is a structured journey of attracting, screening, and interviewing and then selecting a candidate for a job. And it also ensures the consistency to select or find a right candidate based on their skills or knowledge for for the organizations. This is what the hiring process means. For creating a simple hiring process, uh, these are the states and these are the transactions needed. Okay, I'll move with the. I will show how to create a blueprint. Um, as I you can also rename the blueprint name here. You can rename it, and you can also add a descriptions. I already had it. If you want, you can update that. And if you want if you want to add a criteria or a condition, you can add here, as I said before. And if you want to add any states, states is like these are the stages in a hiring pipeline. These are the stages. Okay. For example, I will give test, and if I add, you are able to add a stages here. For now, I will drag and you have to just you can't do anything here. It's a plain canva. It's like a canva. Like you have to drag and drop each stage. Okay. For now, I will go with a new stage. Just have to drop. Yeah. And the next one is, in my case, it's associated. If you are confused, you can also type here. It will come. Have to drag and drop. That's it. This is the stage. Each rectangle box shows it is a stage. Okay. If I over there will be a blue color line. I have to just drag it and connect with other. This is a transaction. A line between two stages is a transaction. If I go there and into a like there is a small yellow box. Yeah, if you click on add transaction is like from one stage to another stage, what action should be done. This is what mean by transaction. You can give a name to it and also a description. It's not mandatory. Okay. If there is a red mark, it means a mandatory field. If it's not mandatory. Click on save. a, a, a transaction is created. Okay. If after creating this transaction, there is a pop-up called before, during, after. Before that, we can also change name, as I said before, and also add a description here. I will explain this in a in 2 3 after 5 minutes. After completing this blueprint. Okay. Before is something. Before this stage, what action should be done? Before new, what action should be done? This is what you have to define here. You can also define the roles, uses, or groups. Okay. For now, I will assign me as, if you want to add a criteria, you can add a criteria here too. To click on this, the same pop-up button will the transaction criteria. For now, I'm not using that. And during this, like from new to associated, in between this, what action should be done? This is what you can describe here. You can make some fields like mandatory fields. Like if a candidate is applying for a interview, they have to mention their educational details, professional details, or their email ID. You can mark those fields as mandatory. For now, I will make this as mandatory, and you can also add more fields on message. Like you can also have a field message. You can also send a message. You can also associate items and a checklist. For now, I'm not going into it. And after, once this stage is finished, what action should be done? Once associated stage is done, what action should be done? You can also you can set up this here, that one here. Like you can send a email alerts, or assign a task, or update a field, webhooks. You can also customize a function using a delivery script, and you can also use a tag. For now, click on send a email. I will give a name, associate, and have to select which model, like which this have to be associated, and have to give a email ID here. And you have to choose a template. You can choose a template, or you can, if you don't have any template, you can also create one. If you click on this create template, it will navigate you to the next or new tab, where you can create a where you can create a templates. You can also create not only email templates. You can also build a mail merge, SMS template, templates, and offer templates, organization emails, and unsubscribe link. This templates can be done. For now, I have a mail, so I've selected that. If I click on done, this is done. Like this transaction is done. And okay, this is how you have to start with the blueprint. And I will quickly drag and drop what are the stages that are necessary, and I will finish it. Once it is associated, it has to be submitted to the HR. HR can reject the application, or he can approve it. Okay. If the same process, submit, give a name, save. If the If the HR has two options, whether he can reject the application or he can approve it. Once it is approved, the interviews can be scheduled. Interview can be done in both ways. It can be face to face, that is formal, or it can be done on a online. If online, we can also send a link automatically using a send alert. I will show you that. Once the interview is done, based on their performance or their skills, they can be on hold or they can be up. They can be on hold or they can be selected or they can be rejected. Now you can suggest what action should be done before or during or after. Like once it has been associated, it has to be submitted to the HR. For doing that, we can send an email. The same process. Where the HR reviews all your application, that is resume, and apply. It can approve or reject. And done. Just a second. Yeah. Once he approves it, they have to send a. If it's like there are, as I mentioned, there will be a two interview method. One is formal, one is face to face, and one is online. If face to face, we have to send a the location name with the timings. Or if it's an online, we have to send the link or meeting link. It can be connected to the Zoho meeting directly. From there, you can connect. Once the interview is done, if he is selected, you have to send an offer letter for the selected candidate. Offer letter done. This is a simple hiring process blueprint. If everything is done, you can give a publish. Or if you have any doubt, or like you have to uh, you have to edit in future, you can make as a save as draft. For now, I will publish it. Before moving, I have ensure that I will show you a global transaction. What does it mean? If I click on if you choose any transaction and click this check button, like it will show you the direct, like from sorry from submit you can directly reject, or from associated you can directly reject, or from interview you can all like there is a direct method. You can skip all those intermediate stages. This is where the global transaction works. We publish, save. Yeah. What I have done is what I've done. This is it's in a simple like visual format, which makes you understand better. Like once it is associated and once it is applied, it goes the screening. Like recruiters can review your profiles, and based on that, interviews can be held. If you are selected, you will get an offer letter. Yeah. Before going to tips and best practices, we'll show you a demo, like how Blueprint works in your iPad. First I will make a duplicate entry, and I will give a name. Give save. And you have to mention the necessary fields, like what is the basic information that is your email ID, phone number, your currency name, and your address information, and your professional details and other details. You can also add your resumes to here. Once it is done, once it is saved, you can see a box pop up, like it's a blueprint process. See the current blueprint status new. Okay, if I click on this, yeah, first one is new. Like from new to associated, they like during I did not give any field. If you see previously, if I click on associate, a pop-up message will come. I've selected a note as a mandatory there. So I will give a note. You can also attach or tag. Once it is done, it once it is submit, you have to submit to the HR. Like this is the applications came, so you have to submit it to the HR for the review. Once the HR reviews your application, he can either reject or approve. For now, I will give as approve. If he approves, the interview can be held for that particular for a specific candidate. The emails are automatically sent to that candidate, and if based on his skills, he can either on hold, selected, or reject. For now, I will give a selected. Yeah, selected. That's it. The blueprint ends. For each record, the only once the blueprint will be work, and if it ends, we can't retry or reassociate the blueprint. This is how blueprint works in a UI. And before and the like I would like to give few tips. Okay, first step first step is start a simple blueprint, short and clear. Don't overcomplicate your blueprint at the beginning stage. And next one is use mandatory fields to capture or collect the critical information at the right stage. And next one is combine blueprint with workflows for more automations. And next is regularly review blueprint reports to see if any stages have design or delays or dropouts. Okay. Next one is just a quick recap, like what this webinar done, or what I have done in this webinar. Like we have overview what is Zoho Recruit and the models and why Zoho Recruit is used, and the blueprint feature with the benefits, and a demo, or the ways to create a blueprint. I will hand it over to the Shayad now. Shayad, are you there?
Yes, Divya, yes. You can stop your screen share, I guess. Okay, we do have some polls to run. So you can answer it. It's regarding the Zoho Recruit and the recruit processes. Yeah, so the poll is regarding, have you ever created a blueprint inside Zoho Recruit? So few of you have answered no, but I heard about it. Okay. So Divya, can you sum up regarding the blueprint?
Yeah, sure.
Just a quick point.
Okay. Blueprint is a standard stand, uh, that is blueprint. Like every position should follow that manner. Blueprint as it no, that was a wrong example.
Yeah, yes, Divya, thank you. So we can wait for a few couple of minutes for Q&A session. If anyone have anything related to Zoho Recruit or blueprints, you can post your questions in the chat section so that we can answer your questions. I guess we don't have any questions for today. Okay, so we can wind up for now. And yeah, thank you, Divya, for the wonderful session. And thank you for all for your valuable time to join the webinar. And hope you all have a great day. See you soon at the next webinar. Thank you all.